glad to be in that space because you did see it. Like, when I started Women Are Dope, I did it because I wanted friends, but then I now understand that the friends I wanted is the friend I had to become. Then I was able to recognize this person, they not moving like me and I'm moving like this, so you can't be my friend because friends don't do that. So that I can attest to. So of course we're getting a little deeper. Because friendship is a really sensitive topic. I think we gotta take a break on this because you know I'm a little sensitive about it. That's a touchy subject for me. So
I can imagine. It is.
It is.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
It is a very So I feel like I need a little minute to kind of woosah. Because that's a pain point that I've actually been working on. But I feel like we can go better, like more into it. Like if I just kind of take a minute. So.
Well, let's do this.
Okay, I need to sip some
All right.
DJ Emotion.
So, Chelsea, how you doing? Go ahead and take a sip. I got a question for you.
Okay.
You know, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
Nothing. No, let me stop mine. Not being the best at what I do. Not building a successful set of companies in media. My mom passing and her not seeing me achieve a certain level of success. That's just my work. And having to work at Walmart when I'm 75 and nobody take care of me because being sick and single. Now that's one time I'm reminded when I'm single. I don't want to be sick. I need somebody to help wipe my butt. For real? You ever thought about that? Yeah, like you gotta start thinking about stuff like that. Like that's actually a fear of mine. I don't want to wait. I don't want to grieve. I don't want to be bagging nobody's dog food. That's my worst fear.
That's interesting.
I get a visual every time I go to Walmart. It's like
unless you want to do it.
Unless you want to, or you're sitting at home on a big old nice mansion, or you're well off and you choose to do it. But I don't want to have to resort to that. And my worst fear is probably not being wealthy. I know that might sound surface, but I just cannot. I'm not okay with that. I can't change the world if I ain't got no money.
That's true.
I just really feel like I'm a diabetic. I get sick, I ain't got $1. Like, that is really a fear of mine.
Being poor is,
it's a real thing.
It is.
It's a real thing. So you want to go to your second question? You want
me to ask you another?
Bring it.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
See, I'm not that bad.
It wasn't too bad. What don't you like about Gen X? Do and don't like about Gen Xers in our community?
I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay.
I truly feel like Gen Xers are great, but sometimes as a millennial, I don't want to be looked at as a little sister. I don't want to be little. I don't want to be. Sometimes it seems like other women or that I may get around who are older than me, because they're older than me, they automatically assume that I want to be little or big. And I feel like I know it comes from a great place, but then sometimes when you're growing, you just see yourself in a different light. And I feel like Gen Xers sometimes you guys have so much information to give,
Yeah.
but then y'all struggle to go with the flow.
Yeah.
To just kind of vibe out. And I
Yeah.
feel like as a millennial, some of the best things happen in that space.
Yeah.
It's funny you asked me that because that was actually one of my questions for you. What are you most afraid of?
Wow. Because I've already gone through the death, that was one of my worst fears. And when it happened, it numbed me. One of my fears is dying without seeing my vision and dream come true. You know, with my parents being entrepreneurs and they setting the tone. That's one of my fears. The other fear is being broke again. I've already been down that road, being homeless and being broke and because of somebody else. So I've been struggling with that, you know, because you don't want to manifest your fears, you know. So, but I want to say my biggest fear is dying.
Really?
And
not being able to
fulfill
dying in the effort and not in the success.
Yeah, like my prayer is like, God, just let me be able to bless my family and
experience
bless and experience the fruit of my labor, like you know. So that
I have an interesting question for you.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Wait a minute, let me take my sip now.
Take a little sip of the sip now.
I got to do both hands like I'm doing communion.
Both hands. You're gonna need both hands.
Both hands. What you got for me?
Before I do that, I'm just curious. You spoke of homeless. What's the homeless experience like? What was it like for you?
Shocking.
Were you like in your car? Like
I was blessed to be able to be dropped off to my sister's house with a dime in my pocket after having 6-figure savings gone. Yeah. So I know what it feels like to be rich. Well, let's say rich meaning having money.
Yeah.
To being literally eviction, literally a dime in my pocket, literally having to ask for help. And that homeless part is like, here I am with 2 degrees. I can't get my job back. I'm trying to run this business, start this business, and going through divorce, all of that, it's no fun. Like having all of your once items, having your house foreclosed on, having your car repoed right in front of you, and you're like,
that's traumatizing.
It's very traumatizing. Yeah. And it's like not having anywhere to go or, you know, just running back to your family and again I'm supposed to be that person that's invested in this business and everything, then boom, to have it all wiped out, you know. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So I thought about this question with a lot of intent. So, and you spoke on this earlier in the interview. People have always been like, Trinette, why you don't say something? Why you don't say something? And I know you as a friend, you're very peaceful, but I feel like, why are you always so neutral in situations where I feel like the truth is right in front of you? And when I say neutral, I mean like, you'll know something's wrong. You'll acknowledge it, but you won't move. What's the method? What are you thinking?
That's a very good question. It's something I struggle with over time. And I used to literally cry to God, like, why can't I be verbal and vocal as the other people? And he's shown me over time that I always had to be the quiet, the still one in the storm. You know, and it's funny because everybody around me, you ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah. Why you da-da-da? But it always works out because I have to be that voice of reason. Okay. You know.
So you have the end in mind then.
Yeah. The flesh wants to react. I don't have a balance. It's either hi,
I feel you.
I'm gonna give you the very nice God Christian,
or it's gonna be extreme,
or it's gonna be the evil.
So you don't even play with it.
I don't.
That makes sense.
And at first I thought it was a curse.
I can understand that too.
And it was hard for me. My grandmother always told me I was the quiet storm. And she used to tell people that one is the quiet storm. Because I wouldn't talk. I would listen to people and I would, you know, again, I would be that person in the middle, I can hear both sides. I can give you the understanding. And a lot of times people be upset with me. You just saying, or you just agreeing. I'm like, I'm not agreeing. I get to hear both sides, and you have to make a decision.
Right.
But again, it's either I'm gonna be here. I don't have that middle ground, you know. So I choose. I choose to go high.
Okay.
You know. Versus now, if you want me to get low,
that's a whole different.
That's a different.
And I guess it's because in knowing yourself, you know that you don't even, like, people are asking for things from you and they don't even understand what their other side looks like.
Not at all.
That makes sense.
And not at all. And people over time, my core group of friends they learned me and they understood, like, you know, that's the reason why, you know. So. To other people, it does look like I'm very passive and, you know, just, I even had people say I was weak, but not understanding. You either want me to be there, or you want me to go. Because I
ain't got no middle ground.
Right, because I don't. And it's something that I've been working on, honestly. And I feel like it's going to come as I get older. You know, I'm able to speak without being afraid and without having to go low. You know, so. I tell people you never know your own rage, and I saw my rage before. Okay. And it's you know,
it's
that's
knowing yourself.
And that's when I knew myself. I didn't realize I did have an anger problem.
Wow. You know what though? They say that the most peaceful people are the ones who will flip the table.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't, because I've always saw myself as the peaceful one. You know, but that came from me bottling everything inside and not releasing it in a healthy way. So now I've learned to release the anger or whatever. But I did have a lot of people are shocked. They'd be like, "You had anger?" Yeah.
Like, that's hard.
I see red. I can see red. Like, and I had to come to terms with that during my divorce and in other areas of my life. And I'm like, okay, I have an anger problem. And I have to face this. So that's when I started seeking help with it.
I got an interesting question. And I guess I've seen this since working with you. When are you gonna realize how much you're really worth? And I ask that because in growing with you in business, and you know, we have like many discussions about, you know, should we charge and things like that. What's stopping you from really
you trying to make me cry?
No, I mean, no, because as a friend, like, it's like how you looked at me when you're like, you're letting people latch on to me. And some days I'm like,
I know.
What is your fear?
Oh my gosh, Chelsea.
Is it rejection? Is it?
You know, it's the, I see for everybody else.
When you've been one of those people that
I believe for everybody else.
So it's hard to, because you, and honestly, that's, I've learned that can be a defense mechanism. Because it's like, honestly, it's easier to look out for people than it is for yourself. But I see you work so much on your brand. And some days I'm like, Tashawn, do you really know your value? Like, I feel like the people around you, they know you so well that they don't know you. And
it's funny because everybody tells me the same thing. They be like, Trinette, you got it. You're an expert at this. It does. It comes from being the oldest, taking care of everybody else. And when I say take care of everyone else, I was blessed to, my parents weren't like, you're the oldest, you got to do this, that, and other. But there comes being the oldest.
A nurturer.
And so I nurture everybody else's dreams and visions. But when it comes to mine, I'm like, I'm good. But the reality, I'm not. So I've been coming into that, you know, lately. God has just really had to strip me and say, look, my child, what is it? And so that's why I can't blame anybody else, you know? And I think I shared it with you. Like, that's it. I'm not doing this because now it's that point where I'm mad and I can't be mad at anybody else. I'm watching everybody else grow and support. And God had to even show me, he said, I didn't tell you to support her. I didn't tell you to support him, you know? And I'm like, God, but
I feel like your heart is so good.
It is too good.
That it's like, you see the best, and I'm the same way, you know? I just think, some days I'll be like, I'm ready for Tashawn to get her bite.
Yeah.
Because I know what you bring, I know your core.
Yeah.
And I think that definitely speaks to our friendship, because there's a balance there that's like when we go to the station events, you're the first on my mind. Like, come on, Tashawn, let's go. But I've always want to say, like, Tashawn, I'm so ready for you to just realize the winner that you are.
Kick down the door and not be afraid.
Yeah, and don't be afraid.
And I'm blessed to now have, in this season of my life, when my husband came into my life, he ain't about all that. He be like, you gonna be by yourself. And I be like, well, doggone, you
gotta say it like that.
My sister, like, look, what else do you want? My friend, you know, so everybody has been patient with me. And they're like, stop being afraid. It's okay to say no. It's okay to walk away. It's okay if they don't like you.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. And I have to be okay with that. And I'm fine with that now, because at the end of my day, I know the people that have been with me through everything, and that's who I work for. Like, my supporters are my motivators. Okay. And so, y'all gonna see a lot more. Okay. Because it comes with the age as well. Okay. And I'm just tired. You know when they say you tired of being tired? Yeah. I'm tired. I'm tired.
And I see that for you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm tired. You know, when I see everybody else doing their thing, and you know, you just like, wait a minute now, I done supported. I done sold money, and it's not even about that. I really see vision for other people.
Yeah, you actually do lean in and help. Yeah.
But when it doesn't come back to you in that form, or
it's discouraging.
It's very discouraging. But again, as God has shown me, it's my fault. I allowed it.
That's a very transparent statement to say, like taking accountability for that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what is that you want in life? And I ain't talking. We know that you want to be the next Kathy Hughes. What is that Chelsea really wants?
I want to spend my life never working a day but doing what I love. Like, if I could just wake up every day and do media and radio and be compensated for what I do, that's the dream to me. You know, to be able to afford a creative lifestyle that I can create anything that I want. And that I can, if people have an idea, I want to be that person that says, here's $10,000 for your idea. And it's crazy because my vision used to be, or my biggest thing was like, I want to be married. That ain't even at the top of my list anymore. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know what number is even on at this time. But my top is like, I just really, really want to win.
Are you satisfied with that?
Honestly, I think I would be, and the reason why is because I think I went through so much childhood trauma, and I went through so many breakups that I just want the peace that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like God won't allow me to experience other things because of what I did go through. So right now it's me and him time. So I feel like it's some things he wants to get to me and vice versa that nobody can be in that space. So now, I want what he wants from me. Like you said before, if you created me in his purpose, I want to move in your purpose.
Are you ready for what he wants for you?
I am. Now I am. I wasn't before. I didn't accept my power.
Really?
Like, even when people say, hey, boss lady, I didn't even like being called that. It was like, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm ready for it now. I'm ready. Because I've been through enough. I've fought enough. I've held my peace. I've turned my cheek. I've scrubbed my floors. I paid my dues. I'm still paying. So I feel like now where my head is at, I am ready. I really do feel like that.
That's beautiful. And it's part of that growth in you that I've watched you grow in these few years. Like, just seeing you grow it as a woman and as an entrepreneur, it's beautiful.
You know, it's so funny because I keep forgetting how long that it's been with us. Like,
I know.
That's 3 years that have just flown by. And we have walked in some amazing rooms together too. That's another thing about our friendship. I'm like, it's so dope that I can walk through some doors that other people can't walk through with their friends, with some of my friends. So I definitely like that. So to sum it up, we got to give some inspiration to the people.
Yeah, because you done made me cry.
Look,
is my makeup still on? Is it still
I
good?
really feel like Oprah now.
You know,
I feel like Gail and R. Kelly.
supposed to be the
R. Kelly. R. Kelly. Wait a minute.
I'm trying. I am trying to tell you people no.
R. Kelly. R. Kelly.
I really did not plan on, but that's part of that sensitive side that I have too. You know, and you know, you need this, and as a woman, I think it's okay for us to show that side because I think I shared with you. One thing I admire about you is you're showing me the femininity. You know?
It's so funny to me because I think I'm such the biggest tomboy in the world.
I think it's the balance of being because I can either be like, what? Yeah. And God is like, no, that's not who you are, But I think, as women, we have so much, whether you married or single, we have so much on our plate, and we're always trying to prove. And the older I get, it's like, I'm done proving to people. I did that in my 20s and so forth. And what you said earlier about the Gen Xers, we don't know how to be flexible. We don't know how to vibe because we've been so structured. So now that you see us, you're gonna see more Gen Xers with the colored hair and tattoos.
I like that because you're starting to let loose.
It's like, we can actually,
and it's okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I'm a bad person because I got purple hair.
So I'm thankful for our friendship. I think you inspire me, and it's just women. It just shows that women can be friends and still work in the industry. Yeah. We can still give each other feedback. And not part ways. Right. Yeah. There's no jealousy. God made us. He created us with this power, And I thank you. I thank you. I really do.
That'd be $99.95.
Yeah. Put it on that bill. Doggone it. I'm across my leg. Put it on the bill. But I really do I cherish what we have, and I thank God for you being in my life, and so.
Little Thug Nation.
I know, little Thug Nation. I'm trying to be sensitive. I'm trying to be nice.
They want you to be my friend.
I know. I'm trying to be un-LA-ish.
Okay. Well, maybe sometimes it's okay to be LA. It's just a little bit.
No, I got too much of it.
You know what?
You got too much of it.
Okay, Crenshaw. La Brea. Okay.
Hey.
I think for me, what I would want to leave with people, walk into the unexpected knowing you have power. Like some of the things that we've been blessed to do this year, I expect those things to happen. Yeah. I expect them to happen with my friends because we're aligned and we're moving. Sometimes you don't have enough faith, but your friend got enough faith, and it's enough to pull you and be like, so I just feel like the more, you get balanced, being able to walk into rooms and be confident and be bold. Right. Like sometimes you need your friends around you to speak that life, and I'm learning to be that person to be like, look, if you want to bark, I'm gonna bark for you, but I'm gonna expect you to bark in a minute. Yeah. And then I think we just good at what we do, because even this opportunity, I think it's just time for us to expect more of this. More visibility, more for our businesses, our brands, and I think that it is a product of the growing relationships around us. So that would probably be my biggest thing, like live in the unexpected and live as if you're going to be successful. That's something I've really been on lately. Like if you knew you were going to be successful, would you stop at your problems? Would you just? So I'm really on some live as if you live as if you know you're successful in friendships, business, relationships, and I feel like that's been the greatest thing. Not carrying that hurt into a friendship and leaving that space and really embracing Tashawn. Where Tashawn is not this person. This is Tashawn. So just being in that space, I feel like there's a part of being successful. So it's definitely something to do. So I feel like we should have a toast.
Yes. I love
What are we toasting to?
You know what? To 2024. The expectations. I know, like the growth. I'm toasting to your success as a business owner, as a woman. as a dope woman, you know. And just, I'm toasting to the fact that God is blessing me to be surrounded again and the friendships, you know, womanhood, growing into the womanhood. So,
Yeah. I'm gonna toast to, thank you. I'm gonna toast to your power. You know, you came out with Woman on Fire. You're still that woman on fire.
Yeah.
So I want this toast to just recharge you, reboost you, this experience. Even being in front of cameras, like I just really want you to look in the mirror and know, Tashawn, you have everything it takes. You have everything you do. I need you to stop doubting that. So I'm toasting to your power because I want you to really know you got power. You using it. Jesus had to heal people. He had to show his power. There's love in God, but there's also power. And I don't want you to dial back from it because I wouldn't be your friend if I was like, oh, no, step up. Bring your A game. We got you. I got your back. I'm not going to let you fall. So I'm toasting to 2024 for Tashawn, for the Woman on Fire, and the powerhouse that you are and the powerhouse that you're going to be and going to continue to be. I believe in you, and thank you for being my friend.
Clean. Oh, wow. Wow.
That was so dope. That was so dope.
That was.